This is Texas Tiger Diggs. You know, like I said, almost all my videos are on metal detecting. A few on the weather and height effects of metal detecting, but they're metal detecting centered, and this one is also. You know, I've garnered quite a bit of clad, not as much as I've seen some people collect, but it's a sizable amount nonetheless. At least some that might need a little work. So what I did was I went out and bought this. Now this is a vibratory tumbler. Now I've seen a lot of people out there using the old style or traditional style rolling tumblers, and I have nothing against those. There's a special reason I bought this. I went to Harbor Freight to find a coin tumbler, and they had both the rolling kind and the vibratory kind. They had one this size and then one monstrous size one that could hold 3 times the capacity of this one. And you know, I read the warnings in the outside, and both of the rolling tumblers had some very dire warnings of potential overheating, etc. You know, that is not something that I'd be overreactive to, but I live in an apartment and I try to be a good neighbor, and one of the major parts of being a good neighbor is not doing anything that has even an outside risk of burning down the the apartment I'm in, or the apartment complex. So I checked the warnings on this, and there were not the same dire warnings that there were on the other, and that does generate heat. Now don't think because there is no warning I'm not following a procedure or process to make sure that this doesn't happen. I have an extinguisher in the area. I never run this when I'm not awake. I never run this when I'm not at home, and I do my best to run this when the downstairs neighbors are not there. Fortunately, I know their hours, they're students, so I can run it a little bit during the day if I'm at home for a duration of time that they're not there. In any case, this is and I just want to show the results. Now, like I said, I'm not in any way detracting from the rolling tumblers, and perhaps a different brand of tumbler might not have had the same warnings. And if you have, if you follow just common processes and procedures, you're not going to run into issues with that, I'm sure, because I'm sure there's many people who've cleaned tens of thousands of coins with rolling tumblers, and there's also people who are rock hounds who became metal detectorists, who may be able to count their rocks tumbled and their coin tumbled in tonnage. So I'm not saying you shouldn't buy that. I just didn't buy it this time. But a rolling tumbler could be in my future. When I get out of this apartment, there will be a whole lot of things will be in my future. But in any case, this is some of the results, and I just want to show this. Now these were the coins and how the coins were before I worked on it. Now some of them are just dirty, and then some of them have a little residue of a chemical treatment I use, which is vinegar and salt, and I just let them sit around too long. Now this is common, and these were the ones. This is the same as the ones that I've already treated. Now over here, I have a set of coins that I've run through this tumbler. Now they're not the cleanest coins in the world. I think they might be Coinstar ready quality, and you've got to understand that I probably cumulatively ran that tumbler 2.5 to 3 hours. So it's good. These might be getting another treatment. But just look, this is you know, they are identifiable, and they do look like they might be able to actually go to a Coinstar machine. They're not totally clean, but like 2.5 to 3 hours, that's not bad. And over here, this is the state that they were prior, exactly the same state. And I've got a batch more in here, and they're coming clean as well. This was completely crusty. It's still discolored, but it's now, you can now begin to see the quarter underneath the gunk. So you know, I just want to let you know this is a choice, not a preference. Because coin tumblers are great, and the one good thing about coin tumblers, you can use wet media in the majority of them, and you can also use metal media, which means you can technically have material that you can use for the rest of your life. In here, I think this is a coin cob media or something along those lines. You know, the media in here has to be soft. This particular vibratory tumbler, I'm not sure if it's the way with all of them, but you cannot put water in this tumbler. You cannot put wet media, and you cannot put metal media. So that's a drawback. But it's a minor drawback in the consideration that I have this much, so I've got half of it in here now, or maybe a little bit more. And I don't see myself having to buy any more of this media for the next year and maybe 2 years. I think I can still keep cleaning with these. And you can clean this media. I've seen processes. You'd have to wet it. It will expand. You'd have to dry it. But you would still be able to use it. So I don't think, when I first started, I said, dag nabbit, I can't use the media I thought I could use. So am I going to be spending a lot of money? No, not really, because this media cost me less than $10. And that permanent media would have cost me $40. So how many treatments am I going to get from this compared to the $40 I would get on permanent media? You know, if you guys are doing this for you yourself, your friends, or if you're just a clad machine, you get the, you know, you can just get clad in addition to the other things, the other valuables you get, then I can see getting that permanent media. In any case, that's what I want to show you. Now, this is a vibratory tumbler. I got it from I won't show you the brand. If you want to go out to Harbor Freight, you know, this is going to be pretty easy to pick out of their catalog or off their website. Now, this tumbler is pretty easy to use. I simply have a cap to it, so I'll just take the cap and insert it over the metal screw, in effect. And I have a washer and a gasket. So put the gasket down to handle the vibration. Put the washer over the top, and then I will just take this wing nut that came with the tumbler, and boom, tighten it up. Voila. You want to tighten it up pretty good, because if this nut comes off, nothing's going to spray out. It's already done it to me once, but the nut will come off if you don't put it on there. The vibration will loosen it. So I just make sure it's relatively tight, and then I'll give you a little sample of the noise. I'm sure you're not going to be able to differentiate it or equate it to anything that would be at your house, but see, there we go. So that's it. In any case, that's the vibratory tumbler. Let me switch this thing off. But I just want to let you know that I got my tumbler now, and I'm beginning to clean my coins. Now, it doesn't mean I'm going to sell my coins, but I said, oh, what the heck, I might as well get something that I can clean them with. And I'll just have a clean set and a dirty set as it comes in, and who knows, maybe at the end of a year, or maybe just prior to the New Year's, I'll cash it all in and maybe get enough money to buy something for somebody. Most likely myself. I did all this work. In any case, this is Texas Tiger Diggs, and I'll talk to you later.